My people, what is going on in the markets? It's a bloodbath, the least to say. If we analyze the liquidation map, this one is very important because this is what it's all about, liquidity. Then you will see this here, that for the past 24 hours, you see everything is cleaned up. It's clean house. We have liquidated everything. So all this that you see below here is the recent buy orders that came in now at about 87, 88K. And when we look at this liquidation map, then it's even more clear. You see this green zone and this red zone. So the green zone is all the liquidity that is stuck on the buy side. So as you see above 88, 89K, we have massive amounts of liquidity. We have about $2 billion just on Binance alone. And that is from the last day. If we look at the 7-day, super dominating liquidity above. If we look at the 30 days, super dominating liquidity above. All the liquidity is on the buy side right now. So the question is, what will market do? Because this is as bullish as it gets. We have a full liquidity ramp for BTC to launch up on. And of course, if BTC launches and rallies, then we see altcoin rally twice as much, 3 times as much. But that is what needs to happen first. And we need to get Ethereum to run as well. And we can see also here that BlackRock and Fidelity, all these ETFs have dumped massive amounts of both BTC. Like just yesterday alone, $500 million worth of BTC dumped on the market. And when it comes to Ethereum, same thing, they're dumping off. It's not the same scale, it's not the same numbers, but still though, dumping. Especially BlackRock yesterday, oh man, they sold off. Looking at the fear and greed index, we see that we are at very, very bear market low levels, 29 in fear right now. So this is retail panicking, totally panic. So this is retail panicking, totally panicking. The question is, what are you doing? Are you panicking? Or do you see the opportunity right now to get into the markets, to buy everything on discount, to get it cheap, to have it on sale? Because like we always say, when it dips, you buy. When it pumps, you sell, right? So this is the dip. Here's the dip. Here's the situation, the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Yes, market might come lower. This is why a DCA with a good risk management strategy. Now, of course, the fear and greed index can go lower. We have not seen these lows since August last year. Then we were at 26. Now we're at 29. So we at that low, basically the support level. But the difference is also the market was much lower back then. Now we have BTC hovering just below 100K, and we have a fear and greed index at 29. That is unseen, unheard of, unprecedented. A quick technical look at the market shows us that we finally broke out of this range, just not as we wanted to, right? We broke out below and dumped with about 8%. And that is, of course, BTC I'm talking about, because what BTC does, the altcoins will do in a situation like this. If we zoom out a little bit on the daily time frame, then we have this bigger range from these lows here at about 89, 90K, and this top at about 106K. We have not broken out from that range yet. We are basically testing it right now, as you can see. And market is trying to find support above 89K, which is basically the last major low when Trump announced the tariffs and we had this mega dump. 89.2 on Bybit to be exact. But as you can see, market has been on free fall the whole night, the whole morning. And this picture here makes it even clearer. So we have broken this support that we have had since September last year. So we've had this support for more than a half a year. And a very possible scenario that I see right now, if this here is not a liquidation and then we start pushing upwards, so a mega liquidation before a mega bull rally, then I see this. We push back up to about 95K, 94, 500, retest this previous support, and from there we dump further down. And the next levels I see then is 86K. From 86K, it's 74K. So these are the levels you need to keep in mind. If this dump continues, we can go all the way down to about 74, 72K. 72K is like my last barrier. That is these highs here, testing this whole market structure right here. So basically dipping into this whole order block that we created here from March until September, November, when the Trump rally started. If we come all the way down here, it will be very painful. Yes, I know. But in the same time, the opportunity, this is like a second chance into the bull market. The chance that a lot of people missed when the Trump rally started, this will be the second chance. So now it's all about preserving your capital, not getting wrecked before the real bull rally starts. And if you don't know what to do and you feel that you won't in, then what you do is you DCA all the way in. And what I mean with DCAing into a trade is basically like you have $1,000 that you want to invest, you put in $100 now. Then it goes down a little bit, you put 100 more, 200, goes down a little bit, or if it goes to a level where you find like, okay, this is a very, very good buy opportunity, you can push in a little bit more. It goes up a little bit, you can push in a little bit more. What happens then is you get an average from all your entries, and that average is your dollar cost average entry. And from this chart, we can also see that from the last dump that we had up until now, if we pull the Fibonacci from this low at about 91K all the way up to 102.5K, then the extension, the 27.2 extension is what BTC is respecting right now, which is perfectly below all these lows here. So grabbing all that liquidity and dipping into this order block at the left side here. The question is, will this hold? Because we are below this major key level that you see here, marked in gray. So if market pushes up from here, we can expect that it will face major resistance at about 90.5K. And that is the level we have to be super cautious about. The level from 90 all the way up to 92, 93K, because when market makes its way in there, it can just be a retest. We have now created bearish market structure. Very important to understand. Bearish market structure on the daily time frame. So technically, we are bearish right now. We are in a bear market right now. So if this market doesn't recover very fast, then it is what it is. XRP is at a very interesting level, and it has held up much better than BTC has. So you have this Trump tariff dump that happened when BTC broke all the way down to 89.5K or 89.2K. BTC took out that low now during this night's dump, while XRP actually didn't. XRP held very well. We have that low here. XRP has retraced about 61.8% into this whole swing. So this is the 61.8 retracement. And the question now is, will that hold as support? So this is the level here at price $2.17. For this to hold, we need to see support being built up here. So we need to see market break back in and start creating bullish structure, and most definitely take out 2.33 and build support on top of it. And it's the same thing with all of these altcoins. All of them, or a lot of them, are at very interesting situations. You see SUI here is basically testing support right now. And that is the same support that we have seen since August, like we see on so many other altcoins. Ethereum has broken the support that it has held since June 2022. It broke it once here, liquidated, but this time it actually closed below. And that is the important stuff, because here we just had a quick liquidation. Those don't count. That is liquidation events. But this here, market broke below and closed below. Bearish, difficult. But same thing like with XRP, we can see here that Ethereum is holding the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level and is basically testing it as support right now. Our Tau swing trade is back at entry basically. We took out TP1 and made this mega retracement now with this liquidation. Tau, I must say though, looks very strong compared to other tokens, and we are still live with this trade. But I will monitor this closely and I will let you know in the trade announcement channel on Telegram if I start DCing out from this trade, because I believe that the market is going to go lower. By the way, all trade updates, hot news in the markets, knowledge, education, all of that stuff. Link is in the description box below. Check out our Telegram community, Prosperous World. It is for you to get clarity on these kind of situations. And when I say that we are in a bear trap, this is exactly what I mean. So we have been building up this momentum and this, first fake hype around crypto, pushed by the institutions, of course. And now we are in this bear trap where people get shaken out brutally before we start pushing again and we get into this renewed optimism phase. Then we come into the crazy FOMO phase that we saw a little of here, but not really kick in. And then that euphoria when it's blow off top, when even your grandma is talking about crypto. And that is when, again, everybody gets liquidated, but we haven't reached that stage yet. So this is the bear trap before that, to load up for that push. The question, like I said before, is just how far down will they push this market in this bear trap? And the scary thing is that they have the resources. When I say they, market makers, institutions, they have the resources to push this to the, I don't want to say bottom, but close to the bottom. They have the resources to push this very, very low. Here's a very interesting perspective given by Marty Party, a legendary crypto ex-influencer, or whatever you want to call it. And he writes it like this. People, we've had a Bitcoin rally since 2023 on no quantitative easing, no rate reduction, no liquidity injection, just institutional entry into the ETFs. There's been no bull market yet. The altcoin rally and bull market have not even started. Wait for the Fed, don't fight the Fed. When the US announces a halt in quantitative tightening and a beginning of stimulation and rate drops, there will be a bull run. Your job now is to accumulate while the FUD campaign is in full force and the sentiment is slow on no free money and degenerate gambling mode. Your exit is at the end of quantitative easing, not there yet. Don't fuck this up. So he's saying basically like we haven't had a bull run yet. It just been looking like a bull run because we had all this institutional money flowing in. Retail never kicked in really. Like we never had that real bull run retail hype like we normally see in a bull run. And normally what happens is this: crypto is flowing the way the money supply in the world is flowing. So M2, the world money supply. And the money supply has been increasing, but not in the way that we are used to during a bull run. So market hasn't had that injection of liquidity that we get during a bull run normally. So basically what he's saying is that we had a pre-bull run and now we are in a bear trap. And I totally agree to this. So we're in a bear trap. We don't know how far down this bear trap is going to go, but it is going to make everybody hate crypto. And when everybody starts selling and dumping off the positions, that is when the real bull run is going to start. So like he says, 19th of March is the next FOMC meeting. We will see the tone and announcement then. And last thing, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will keep you updated on what's happening in the markets. But like I said, to be updated instantly or as soon as I know things, then you have to be in the Telegram channel. These videos takes time to make, so I try to post them as frequently as possible. I try to go live on the live streams with Q&A sessions as frequently as possible, but the easiest is of course to make a static post in the Telegram channel. So make sure you're in there so you're always up to date with what's going on in the markets and new trade ideas that we post. With that said, I'll see you all at the top because y'all know this crypto bottom is way too crowded. Peace.